I don't need to give you. Sweet. Everyone got some food in front of them? Okay, okay. Let's soak this water. If you want some pizza, we got some pizza left. And I was like, I said it to Dr. Mason and Ms. Halbert. It's not CC's. This is like only the most delicious delicacies for our organization. Sweet. So is this like exam week for everyone? Yeah. Yeah, it's a week for spring break. Better this week than after spring break though. I remember when I was a sophomore, I had two physiology finals, lab and lecture, the Tuesday after spring break. That was not a fun spring break. But that's okay. This one's gonna be good. Okay, go ahead and get started. Hello everyone. Today we have a lovely big event. We have officer elections going down. Today we will be giving a platform for those interested nominees to come speak why they should or should not, I guess, be an officer for AMSA. I'm very excited. We have quite a few nominees this year, and the way it'll work is today the nominees will speak, or if they choose to speak, will speak. And then I will send out polls in the AMSA group chat to vote for your desired candidates. And it so turns out that some of the positions have only one nominee, or so the way it works out is we've got 9 nominees and 6 spots to fill. But so that means some spots are there are some positions that are uncontested. So long story short, there will be some positions that have no one in them after this voting period. And so we will then have a runoff election to to elect them for those unfilled positions. So there will be, long story short, in sum, there will be 2 votes. You will vote for, or 2 voting periods. Today, for about 24 hours, you will vote, and then probably tomorrow or Wednesday, I will send out another poll for the runoff elections. But before we get into actual candidate speeches and such, I just have a few announcements. So we'll go over AMSA t-shirts, AMSA events, officer speeches, and then a little word on senior baskets and the senior celebration, which is the final celebration of the year. Here's a cool little word. I'm normally the one that pioneers this and say, hey, we're like going to do a volunteer. My weekends are relatively full, so there has been no Hangers of Hope volunteering this semester yet, which is really unfortunate and stinky. It's just a byproduct of transition right now from graduation, but hopefully I can get one in March and or April before we're at the end of the semester. Bless you. You'll hear more about that at the next meeting. Oh, this is an old file. Don't do that. Do not come this Saturday. If you do, I'm so sorry, but I do not assume responsibility for my actions. So yeah.
Before we jump into office, I and now the chance
Oh, heck yes.
you want to celebrate
Absolutely, absolutely.
So our new camp followers are Shelby Quinby. Amaya Wallen and Maggie Man.
Oh, yeah.
And then I am on her thing as an alternate.
So for those of you, I was like, most of you are probably familiar with JAMP, Joint Admissions Medical Program, but if not, it is a super good resource tool program that helps socioeconomically disadvantaged students per their website get into medical school. It is such a great program. If you don't know about it or what it is, come see me or Dr. Mason or Ms. Halbrook after the meeting and we will get you filled in. You may not qualify, but just to know about it and be able to guide new incoming pre-med freshmen next year, super good. We always want to be promoting that. The better applicants we get to JAMP, the better we look, or the better JAMP students look, the more money JAMP gets, and hopefully we can expand that to more than just the current requirements. But
Yeah, we are allotted 2 students every year, and for the last 3 students, our last 3 years, our application class has been so strong that we've been given 3 students, so we've actually kind of stolen another university student for slots because we're doing well, which is the reason that we really want more and more applicants, so that the legislature will make the program big enough that we don't have to steal other people's spots.
so to sum that up, we're big dogs. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Awesome. Does anyone have any other questions? Wonderful announcements. Cool. Well, we'll go ahead and jump in. So first off, we have Miss Catherine Romero running for parliamentarian. If you would like to.
So basically, I didn't know what parliamentarian was until I emailed Wyatt this weekend. But I still wanted to be a part of like the AMSA organization and be a bigger part of it. And so, okay, it's my milk card. I came prepared.
Amen.
So basically, I would help out with y'all's registration with the AMSA chapter. So working with Youth Tyler Student Engagement Office, I would make sure everything is set in stone for y'all to keep going with this wonderful organization. With ethics, I would try to make the constitution of AMSA stronger than it is already. I would want to work up a better constitution, just to make it like better for like new incoming freshmen and stuff like that. And for the amendment process, I want to make sure that it's like good for both parties as AMSA officers, as the Constitution, as y'all as members. I would want to make sure that everything is going good for all parties whenever we make big ethical decisions. Thank you.
I can say those are good actionable steps. You can ask Hope, Sarah, Chandler, and current officers. It is such a hassle to re-register student organizations and like play all the paperwork games and registration games with the student engagement office. So such an important position, but nevertheless, historian. We also have just Catherine over here.
Hey again, okay, so for the historic position, I would want to spread the word about AMSA. I like to make vlogs, like I make like 10-minute vlogs and I'll send it in my group chat with Natalie and Christine. And they watch every minute of it because I guess they're so great. Thank you guys, my big supporters, honestly. And then I would want to make the Instagram and other social media platforms bigger for AMSA just to get the word out, and then possibly make QR codes and put them around campus just so then more people know about it. I know like AMSA is a big organization on campus, but just to make it bigger, you know. And for social media and Patriots Engage, thank you, Wyatt. Like we use Patriots Engage a lot, and I know there's people post somewhere, but I promise if I get it, it will work. There you go. And so, and I'm an RA at OPAL, so I'm already used to making flyers and campaigning stuff like that. And, I'm also interested in marketing, so, yes, thank you guys.
Speech. Moving on, we have secretary. I ordered these in list of alphabetical order of first name, which is not very conventional, but that's okay. So if you contest this order, you can, does anyone contest this order of presentation? Okay, perfect. We will begin with Miss Christine.
Okay, so I applied for like 3 different spots. I'm only gonna give one speech. I can only do this one time. So my name is Christine. I'm a biochemistry major. I do laws on campus. Over the summer, I was an orientation leader, and now I'm a RA at PD, so like our freshman facility. So I'm really great with freshmen. I'd like to gear AMSA to getting in new members. I really like working with younger, like people. I think that like coming into Tyler, you should know what's available here. So I'd love to do that. As secretary, you know, I would record stuff. That's pretty simple. I'm really great at keeping things organized. I'm also very good with money. I have like a background in marketing, so like we have to do accounting classes and stuff like that. So I've already done some of that. And as an RA, we create flyers, events, like put words out, like, so I'm good at lots of desk work and stuff like that. So yeah, any part in this organization would be much appreciated.
It's like a good portion of being an officer, it's a lot of desk work, nothing glamorous. Now, moving on, we have Mr. Jacob Brown.
Before, I'm sorry, it looks horrendous. I am not good at designing anything.
It's not good. It looks good.
Kind of just threw it on there. But first off, I'd like to start, for any of y'all that don't know me, my name is Jake Brown. I'm a freshman. My major is biology. To start off, I'm from Overton, Texas. It's a little, almost hole in the wall town, 20 minutes from here. And I lived there most of my life, graduated from there. And, I have tons of experience in leadership throughout high school. Pretty much my entire life, I've served in organizations that have had a really big basis in leadership. The exemplary, Boy Scouts, FFA and Student Council, and several others. Why I would make a good choice as an officer? I've always wanted to help people, no matter what, and I enjoy being a leader. I feel I'd make a great choice to become an officer. Interesting facts about me. I'm an Eagle Scout, which is the highest rank possible in Boy Scouts. I played the tuba in my school's band in high school. I was in theater in high school. I was chosen for All-Star Cast district and by district my senior year. So I did a lot of different things. I have a lot of experience in many different types of organizations, and I feel that would help me if I was chosen to be an officer. And I served as an officer for FFA throughout high school, serving as president my senior year. Like I said before, I feel I make a great officer, and I bring a lot to the table that would make a great addition to the AMSA officer team. Sorry, around.
Great. I want to see some OAP performances out of you, sir. I want to see.
I'm not auditioning later today for everyone.
That's exciting. That's exciting. All righty, everyone give it up for Shelby Cumbie.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I'm a biochemistry major here at UC Tyler, and I'm a sophomore. This is my first year being a part of AMSA, and I thought it was a really great resource for me as a pre-med or a new pre-med student. So I just switched to pre-med, and I really like what White said about expanding the JAMP program here at UT Tyler, and I think that would be a great addition to the officer team as a new JAMP scholar and be able to inform incoming freshmen about the scholarship opportunity. And I do have experience being a secretary in high school. I was secretary of the student council, and so I think that would be a good addition to the team.
A lot. No. Treasurer, we have Christine Ponce. who said she would not give another speech, but you heard her, this is first line. And then next up, we have Mr. Joshua Hermans.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Hermans. I'm a kinesiology major, double minoring in biology and biochemistry. My skills are listed above, and I have taken a financial management class before. And I have good writing skills, and I'm a team player when it comes to working together with my AMSA workmates. I am a freshman, and I have graduated high school and TJC. I was my bad. I was early college student at Chapel Hill High School, and I would appreciate y'all if y'all could vote for me. And always remember, you're in good hands with Hermans. Thank you.
So we have vice president nominees, candidates. First up, we have Mr. Alexander Assad. Did I pronounce that right? Yes. Yeah.
One of the first people actually.
Y'all watch, y'all heard that? One of the first.
Quiet, man. So I'm Alexander Assad. That's why I said. I know a few of y'all. I don't know a lot of y'all though. So a few things about me really quick. I was born and raised in Tyler. I went to Tyler Legacy or Robert E. Lee, as some of y'all know it. So yeah. Since about junior year after COVID happened, I've accumulated about 1,000 hours of shadowing at Crispus. I've shadowed a lot of doctors, the whole spectrum. So yeah. I graduated EMT school senior year of high school through TJC. My high school had a really cool program for me to be able to do that, and it's a really good experience. In high school, kind of my credibility. I founded multiple clubs, and I was also president, vice president, other things within those. So I do have leadership experience that I think would be useful here. I'm also a member of the UT Tyler track and field team. That's a picture of me at conference like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that. And then but I'm hoping that I can be a trauma surgeon or some kind of ER doctor. The EMT really pushed me towards some kind of emergency medicine, something kind of like high pressure, I guess, something that I really like. Some of my goals, I'm not 100% sure of how I'm going to do all of these. Some of them are just ideas. But because I'm from Tyler, I want to be able to use my connections that I have with high schools and a lot of the doctors I know and other things to help you guys, and so we can do more stuff. If y'all need to shadow like a particular position you want, there's a good chance that I know a doctor that is in that position that would love for y'all to shadow. And also doctors love when we shadow. So don't be scared to kind of just get out there and ask. I also want to work to introduce AMSA members to, oh, I just said that. That's nice. Yeah, so when freshmen come in, I also want to kind of, like Shelby was saying, educate them more on like JAMP or other medical school scholarships and stuff like that. And then this is something that I don't know how I'm going to institute or what we're really going to do with it. I wanted to institute an outreach program with the high school. I don't know what we're doing, but it's a good way to get volunteer hours and be in the community so more people know about it. Thanks.
Apologies about that formatting. I believe that was an artifact of me putting these slides in here. Some of the formatting messed up. That's okay. Great presentation. Good job, Alice. Mr. Chandler Dark.
Hello, as Wyatt said, I'm Chandler. I'm also from Tyler, Texas, and I'm currently in my senior year as a biochemistry major here at UT Tyler. One of the other things that some of you guys probably know is I have had the opportunity to serve as the treasurer for AMSA this last year. And I really enjoyed a lot of the opportunities that have come with that. But I am also on a pre-medical track this year, or not this year, I've been on pre-med track for a while. I am currently applying, or in the process of applying to medical school this next cycle, and I've done, had to do a lot of things and roll with that. I've enjoyed getting involved in a research lab this last year. I've had the opportunity to do some things like take MCAT. I'm starting scribing at the hospital. I'm scheduled to start in a couple of weeks, and I've been looking forward to that. It's supposed to start a little bit sooner, but there were some complications, paperwork things. But either way, I'm looking forward to getting involved in that, and I'd like to have the opportunity to help you guys get involved in some of these things as well. One of the reasons that I wanted to run to be your guys' vice president for this next school year is when I was at Texas A&M a couple years before I came back to UT Tyler, I was involved with their AMSA chapter as well, and they did a lot of things too that I realized that I was thinking about over the last year that I wanted to try to start implementing. Didn't really have a whole lot of time last fall because I had a lot of things going on during the fall semester. But I saw when I was at A&M that they also did a lot of things with the national AMSA as well. And so I want to try to see if there are some ways that I could bridge the gap or intermingle a lot of their events with UT Tyler's chapter of AMSA to help create more opportunities for you guys to get involved and to learn more about what it means to be a doctor and things like that. I think that would be very beneficial for a lot of us that are on a pre-med track. Because I know we are still a new chapter. We've grown a lot over the last few years, but I still think there's a lot of opportunity for us to grow as well. And so I'd like to use that as a tool to help us grow, both in terms of membership, in terms of knowledge, to help create a better community here at AMSA. I'm not saying it's bad. You've done a great job, and all the other officers. And
I hear what you're saying.
No, but it's been a great experience. I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and I want to continue trying to grow that into something bigger and even better than what it currently is, both in terms of membership, involvement, and activities. And even as treasurer, I've really enjoyed getting to have a lot of opportunities to get to know you guys, whether it be through treasurer-related things or just getting to know you guys at meetings. And I want to try to promote more opportunities to do that as well. And those are the main reasons that I appreciate y'all's support and vote for vice president. Thank you.
Presentation, Chandler. Christine, she gave her presentation earlier. Mr. Daniel Cabrera.
Guys, so my name is Daniel Cabrera, and applying for the vice president position. But before I begin, I want to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me, especially for you all, for those who don't know me, which I guess most of y'all. So I am a freshman here with Tyler. This is my second semester with AMSA as well. I am a kinesiology major and minoring in biochemistry. Yeah, enough of that. I want to get into, I want to give you an insight of what I believe I have that I can offer for this organization. So first, I believe, I'm not trying to put myself on a pillar of some sort, but I believe one of the strong beliefs I have is putting others before myself. And with that, as being vice president, I would do my best to ensure that the president isn't overwhelmed with duties and responsibilities. That's part of the responsibilities of the vice president. Yeah, and I'll do my best to do that, to be as reliable as I can be, and in a way, be like the president's main man. And secondly, I believe I am highly committed and focused. I want you to just take my word for it. In high school, I joined this early college program, which is where you get your associate's degree a little bit before getting your high school diploma. And as I was entering high school, I told myself that I wanted to be in the top 10 class rank of my class while taking those rigorous coursework. And in the end, I ended up graduating salutatorian with my class. And again, I'm not trying to like brag on myself. I'm just saying, like, in a way, I'm a focused person. So in regards to AMSA, I want to, I want to be committed and focused on fulfilling the goals of the vice president. That be assisting in organizing events with the president, ensuring that there's a reminder reminder of organizations and the week prior to the specific event. And focusing on other sponsors that will come my way. I'm fairly new to this, since I just joined AMSA, but I want to shout out that trust me, and the responsibilities that will place on me, I will assure you that I'm going to be 100% focused on that. Even though as students, we have a lot, some of us work, I believe that I can put this as a primary focus and top priority in the things I have to do. So hope you can trust me to be that person. Hope you can trust me to do that role, to be a piece of structure that and community that makes up AMSA. Because I also believe that, well, something else I do want to encourage you to keep maintaining this environment of pre-medical students. Like I said, I know I'm just a freshman. I don't have a lot of experience, but I have great examples of people who have given me advice. For example, it's a wise man there. He is giving me a lot of ton of advice, and as well as other upperclassmen and officers in AMSA and out of AMSA as well. And I want to take like an example, continue that, and ensure that the AMSA stays a community of pre-medical students that can help each other out. Even though, in a way, we are competing against each other, but still maintain that community. We can help each other out, give each other advice through this whole process. So yeah, I hope y'all can trust me to fill that role. Vote for Daniel. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Daniel. Yes, and then finally, we have the uncontested position for president, Mason Remillard, and it looks like he's coming to.
I'm still gonna talk.
Yes, I was like, I would hope he has some words for his future constituency. Go for it.
So hey guys, my name is Mason. I'm a current psychology major. I have a biochem minor as well. Right now I'm AMSA's historian, so I've been making all the flyers and taking pictures at all the events. Now I know I'm kind of running unopposed, but I want to talk about my goals for AMSA in the following years. So for starters, I'd really like to grow our organization and try to bring in more students. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but I think with the new med school coming along, the next couple of years, we're going to get a big increase of those students. And if we really get out there and outreach to those students, we could really grow our organization and make it something good and helpful for when we start to apply. I also want to create more volunteer opportunities and maybe expand to like 2 a month, or maybe 1 volunteer event a month and then a social event, just to try to get everyone comfortable with each other, and so we can have like a big network that everyone's comfortable with. I really want it to be a great place for everyone to come together and find support from their peers, and with upperclassmen applying, and then you have little freshmen, like you can give great advice and learn from all those things. So I'm excited for next year and all the growth, and good luck to all the other officers running. So thank you.
Thank you, Mason, for that empowering message. So, well, there was one thing that I did not put in here that so next time we'll have senior celebration, and then following that celebration, we will be reviewing a redacted medical school application through TMDSAS, which is the Texas application service to medical and osteopathic schools. That's going to be a super good opportunity and resource to come see from us upperclassmen who are going through or have gone through the medical school application process, to see what exactly goes on that application. Because what happens is you upload all your information to this application, and they give you a downloadable PDF of everything that your medical school interviewer sees. And it's like a 20-page document, maybe 25. And you'll be able to see everything, the exact format of which your interviewer is going to see. We'll be able to describe to you good tips, things not to do, where to put certain information, where to go if you have a question and don't have an answer. So of all the meetings to attend, I would say the final meeting, because we're reviewing that redacted, application and, is the one to not miss. Super good information. Hopefully, or not hopefully, perhaps next year, this can be something that gets, addressed at the beginning and end of the year. I don't know. In retrospect, maybe it would have been good to show you guys this is the beginning of the year, but here we are at the end. Too late. Oh well. Also, I sent out a poll in the AMSA group chat that talks about, we have some local resident physicians who reached out and want to host an echocardiogram and electrocardiogram clinic, and interact with us, engage the pre-med community here. If you don't know what those things are, that means you should go to that, what is the word? Those programs. But basically I'm asking for availability so we can kind of optimize schedules, get maximum attendance there. So if you're not in the AMSA group chat, ask me or one of the other officers after this meeting and we'll address that. Or get you in there so you can, check out, tell me your availability through that survey. Also, go ahead, or still be on the lookout for the voting, which I will put out onto the group meet, or one of the officers will. You will see polls for voting, and it'll be over the next 48, maybe 48 hours, or over the next 24, maybe 48 hours. And then lastly, here's my current list for seniors that we will be celebrating. I always like to do a little celebration because pre-med undergrad is hard. I have no qualms. I'm friends with many of the business majors, but it is just frankly more intensive than a business degree. It's very hard. So I love to celebrate. And you know, like we don't do many, like, you know, I guess you could say fun things in AMSA other than, you know, like volunteering and such. So this is one to just come hang out, like talk about other pre-med, be like, yeah, organic chemistry 2 lab. That kind of sucked. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell Dr. Butler. Don't tell Dr. Butler. Yeah. So if you don't see your name up here and you're graduating this semester or next December, I missed you. I'm so sorry. I saw you and Josue like text at the same time. I'm so sorry. Hope's supposed to go there. Or if you have someone or like one of your friends isn't here that normally comes, is a senior, tell them to reach out to me or another officer and let them know. But that is all I have. Does anyone else have any comments, questions, concerns? Dr. Mason, Ms. Halbrook, anything to conclude with? Awesome. Well, I call this meeting, we'll adjourn this meeting. Good presentations, everyone. Let me turn this off real quick.